This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Steele versus Bennett. You all have been together for 2 years. You're engaged to be married. We should be hearing wedding bells. But the outcome of today's proceeding will determine whether this wedding is on or off. Mr. Steele, tell me about that.
Well, I've devoted a lot of time and everything to this relationship, and I just need to know 100% that she's being loyal to me. You know, I've financial stress and all that, you know, I just can't take it. I need to know for sure I've proved my loyalty. I need to know on her end that she's loyal to me.
I'm loyal to you.
And if you determine that she's not being loyal, what does that mean for your relationship?
I'm not really sure right now how to answer that because I do love her and we have a family together and I can't imagine walking away from them kids.
Miss Bennett, you heard him. He's like,
Faithful to
I
him.
want to be with you. I love her. I love
Once
your
I
kids."
pass this test, he's gonna kiss my butt in front of everybody here.
Oh boy,
And the accusing is gonna stop, or he's gonna pack his stuff and leave.
she's had it up to here too.
Yeah, she's going on the offensive.
Yeah.
If you don't apologize, once I'm determined not to be cheating, then you gotta go.
Right.
So-
right.
I don't know about a
I've been planning this
relationship,
wedding
but the
for a while.
marriage would be off.
All right.
Your Honor, I have this wedding dress that has been hanging up in my closet, staring at me, mocking me, because I'm wanting to wear it. I've never thought I would get married, and I've been planning my dream wedding for all my life. And I just want to prove to him that I'm faithful.
All right.
So as you see it, today's proceeding is the last hurdle you need to get over so you can wear your wedding dress.
Yeah.
So you can walk down the aisle.
Yes.
Mr. Steele, she wants to get married to you.
I want to marry her more than anything. I just need to know that I'm investing all this financial stress and everything into somebody who's loyal to me. I need to know. I can't just go all in and not have that reassurance.
You've got to have the answer.
Yes.
He's my knight in shining armor.
He's your knight in shining armor.
Yes. I've been made fun of my whole life, and he don't do that. He makes me feel beautiful, but lately he's not been making me feel beautiful with all the accusing.
Mr. Steele, let me ask you this. How did you two meet?
We met on a dating profile, a dating website, and you know, I messaged her probably 100 times, honestly, before she responded to me.
But you were still persistent, though.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
So what was it on her profile that made you say, I've got to meet her?
I don't know. I guess I'm just I like to think I'm a good judge of character, and I've watched her, you know, go all out for people who wouldn't even give her the time of day. You know, that you don't find people like that every day.
And so because of her character, what you perceive to be her character, you were like, I am interested in this person.
Exactly.
But for some reason, something has made you think that she's cheating. What kind of signs have you seen that say,
There's
I'm
a
suspicious?
lot. There's a lot of different signs. Whether or not they turn out to be because of that is a different story, but
Okay.
It's sending up red flags.
yeah.
Okay. What have
Well,
you seen?
She'll tell me she has an appointment somewhere and hours and hours and hours and hours go by and she won't come back. And I'll blow. I have a demonstration if I can show you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
sure.
okay.
What do you have?
Some
Step
text
to the mama.
messages. See, like right here, she told me she had an appointment at 4:30. She didn't come back to 8. Or it was 8 when I messaged her. I'm genuinely freaking out at this point, wondering where she is, if she got admitted to the hospital or something. I didn't know what was going on. She sends me a thumbs up. So
Like, everything's good.
I responded, you better stop giving me a thumbs up. What the, is with you lately? You're acting different as blank.
And
she responds.
She says, no, I'm not, and that's it. That's pretty
Your
vague.
Honor,
But wouldn't a thumbs up be a sign that everything's okay? Don't worry about me. That's a kind of a universal
That's more like
sign,
a
right?
sarcastic, like, okay.
That's how you took it.
That's
like,
how I took it. I have another one on here as well. Why is it taking you so long? The appointment was for 11:45. It's going on 5 o'clock now. And then I tried to call her and she ignored it and texted me I'm driving. Wouldn't it be easier to answer the phone while you're driving than it would be to text?
That you're driving.
Well, they have this whole not texting while driving
Well,
thing.
you ain't supposed to
that
answer your phone either, but
she
she's doing
texted
it.
If she hadn't responded at all, how upset would you have been?
Probably a little more upset than I was.
Okay.
I mean, the best response would have been to answer the phone. Just hit the button, call back, or hands-free, whatever you use.
Yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing with you on this one. On this one.
On this one.
On this one.
Okay, but you're gonna find something else to disagree
Oh,
with me about.
you definitely gonna give me something to disagree with you. That's a given.
That's a guarantee.
That's a guarantee.
I can count on it.
You can count on it.
All right, Mr. Steele, you can go back to the podium
During
now.
those
Thank you.
messages, I went to go do a couple deliveries, and I had a family member with me, actually, and he messaged me to go to one of his friend's house to grab something for him. And so, because it took me so long to go to his friend's house to get it, it was a far drive, over an hour drive.
Okay, but Ms. Bennett, so you deny that you're disappearing?
No.
You're
Either
not
I was
disappearing?
working or going to get something for him.
Because, I mean, it sounds like he's keeping pretty good track of where you are.
Yeah.
And when you fall off the grid for 3 hours, 4 hours at a time, that worries him.
Sometimes I have to drive an hour to a location.
But wouldn't he know that?
Yes, he knows that. He's gone with me.
Well, how do you explain the dating sites?
Oh. You said that they're dating sites?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Both of our phones are connected to the same email. So
Okay.
when she gets an email for a notification, it comes to me as well. But when you go to check on it, they're not there.
And so what did you do when you got this notification?
I brought it up to her, and she says she don't know what I'm talking about.
You submitted that to the court, correct?
Yes, I did.
Okay, let's take a look at that. So this is a dating site. It has Ms. Bennett's name and picture on there, has her age, and that she's female. And you're trying to figure out why she has a dating site if you all are engaged to be married.
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Bennett.
Yes. Your Honor, as you can tell, the line up above, it shows that nobody views my profiles, really, and there's no messages.
Whenever you
Well,
go...
why do you have a dating profile?
Because, well, I forgot that I even had it up there. Your Honor, I'm not using my work.
She's
as an
got several
excuse.
different accounts on Facebook. I don't have access to any of them.
How'd you find this out?
You know, I pick up her phone every once in a while when she's asleep, and I'll look at it.
So you clicked on one just to see what was going on.
Yeah, I mean, she's told me that she uses them to, check up on people that have blocked her or she's blocked or something like that. But why can't I get into them? Why every time I try, we get into a fight?
Okay, well, Miss Bennett, that's a question. Why is it that he doesn't have access
He
to
does
these?
have access to them. All you have to do is tap it and it logs in.
But how do
Your
you
Honor,
explain
the
all
only reason I
disappearing?
have multiple is I've been in Facebook jail and can't get on for 30 days because I said something and I just make a new account.
Okay. Do you have any other reason to believe
Yeah, she was
that Ms.
working.
Bennett is cheating?
She was working at a hotel as a housekeeper,
Okay.
and she came home with a little tip one day, and she told me how she was hanging out with this couple that she was servicing their room in, and that's bothered me to this day. Like, people don't just give you stuff for nothing.
Your Honor,
All right, Miss
we have
Bennett.
a policy at the hotel. If you go into a room and the guest is in there, you keep the door open.
Okay.
And there's cameras that watch you from that door. So all I did was go in there, change their trash, and then they gave me a tip. And I called him right after I walked out of the room to let him know that I got the tip.
Mr. Steele, let me ask you this. She comes back after being with this couple and she has this big tip. I mean, according to her, not doing anything. But do you think they had some kind of threesome or something?
That's disgusting.
My gut tells me that she just likes the attention so much, she might just leave me.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Did you point blank ask Miss Bennett, did you have some kind of,
Yes, I did.
and what did she say?
She said no.
Okay.
And we fought about it for weeks.
Okay.
Right. And Ms. Bennett, you say that's disgusting, nothing happened.
The threesome's nasty. Like, the only person I want to be intimate with is him.
Right.
That's
Okay.
it.
Mr. Steele, do you have any other reason to believe that she's cheating?
Yeah, I mean, she works for a food delivery service, and she'll be gone for hours on end, and she'll make maybe $5. And then, it's attached to my bank account, so I can see, what she's made and what she hasn't made. And for that many hours being gone, there should be some more money in my account than $5.
Not if I'm not getting no orders.
So you submitted some information to the court about this.
Yes.
And so this is a submission where she made $5.41 between June 3rd and June 9th. So for 6 days, she made $5.41.
So you mentioned about this disappearing act that she does. So for this whole week, she's gone this long period of time. You're expecting, okay, you're out there doing that food delivery. You should have more money. And after a week's time, it's $5.41.
Exactly.
And you're trying to figure out what in the world she's doing with all this other time.
Exactly.
Where is she?
Your Honor, I wasn't delivering all those days of those weeks. I only delivered one day.
You were gone for 6 hours and you only delivered for 42 minutes?
I was working at my other job, and sometimes we got off later than what we were supposed to because there was more to clean because I was a janitor.
Hold on, love. Hold on. Do y'all talk to each other? Because I feel like y'all are not even... She's saying she's working job A, B, and C, and sometimes on B, but not on C when looking at A, and you're like, what? The only job you seem to know about is this one. Yeah. It's like, are y'all in the same?
He knows about
I work
the other
two jobs myself, and there's times where she'll text me or call me and be like, when are you gonna be home? Like she's checking up to find out when I'm on my way so she can hurry up and get whoever's there out. That's what I feel like.
There's nobody else. All I want is him.
All right, Mr. Cutler, here's what we got. Miss Bennett, she will not be wearing that dress she brought here to show us if she is in fact cheating.
Well, they don't seem to know what's going on with each other. They're not keeping track. They don't know what's going on, and
we talk a lot. It's just
well, I don't know what y'all talking about because it ain't about this.
Always turns into a fight.
Well, to help figure all this out,
yes,
to make sure we get all the stories straight, to find out exactly what's going on, this court has done a full and a complete investigation. At this time, we will call former military interrogator Lena Cisco and licensed polygraph examiner Tommy Platt to determine, is she cheating? Ron, please escort them in. You all conducted an interrogation and a polygraph examination on Ms. Bennett, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
You each asked her the same questions, and you documented her responses.
Yes.
All right. Ms. Cisco, you asked Ms. Bennett, when it pertains to Mr. Steele's concerns about Ms. Bennett's use of Facebook and dating sites, what did you learn during your investigation?
When I asked Ms. Bennett about the Facebook pages, she took out her phone and she showed me all of her pages. She had nothing to hide. She scrolled through them and showed me everything that was in these pages. When I asked her about the dating apps, she told me I didn't know how to delete them off my phone. And she didn't try to oversell that. So liars will sometimes try to oversell something with a lot of extra information. I call it fluff, just to convince you of that lie. And Ms. Bennett never did that. So I also saw no signs of deceptions, and I believe she's telling the truth.
Mr. Platt, you asked Ms. Bennett, since getting engaged to Mr. Steele, have you had sexual intercourse with another man you've met off of a dating site? What was her response?
Your Honor, she stated no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that she was being truthful.
You look a little bit relieved.
Yeah, I am.
And I see some tears.
Yeah, because I've been telling the truth.
It's okay. It's gonna be okay. We got more. Ms. Cisco, you talked to her about Mr. Steele's concern regarding whether Ms. Bennett cheated on him when she was working at a hotel.
Yes,
What were you able to determine?
When Miss Bennett started telling me about this accusation, she was really vague, and I had concerns that she was lying to me by omission. So I had to really ask her specific, detailed questions because I wanted to make her think to provide me detailed answers. So when she was telling me about what happened, her eyes would go and anchor up to the left, which was indicative and congruent with her eye pattern movement analysis when she was telling me the truth. So again, I saw no signs of deception there. And I flat out asked her, did you have a threesome with this couple? She said no, she was congruent with her body language, and then she added she's never had a threesome with anyone. So I believe she was telling me the truth.
Mr. Platt, you asked Ms. Bennett, since getting engaged to Mr. Steele, have you had sexual intercourse with another man? What was her response to that question?
Your Honor, she stated no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that she was telling the truth.
So, Mr. Steele, Is it safe to say that the wedding is back on?
Yes.
You're gonna kiss my butt. Kiss it. Kiss it. Kiss it.
I told her if she passed, I'd kiss her butt.
Mr. Cutler, every day is something new.
That's all right.
Yeah,
But it's
there
good.
it is.
It's all
there
good.
it is.
This took a huge
All right.
weight off my shoulders.
So the wedding is back on. It turned out that Ms. Bennett was not being unfaithful to you.
And what I would say to you all is you all really need to work on conversation, not just talking at each other or yelling at each other, but listening to each other.
And you need to reach an agreement as to how you're going to keep in contact with each other, because you're tracking her every moment, and she doesn't seem like the person who wants to be tracked. But our counselor will help you as you work through those pieces. Talk to him when you leave here so you all can get ready for this wedding and you all can be happily ever after married. All right?
Thank you.
As we say in this courtroom, don't cheat yourself out of a chance for a happy, healthy relationship. Court is adjourned.